Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and today we are continuing our run playing as Perm, going for the Great Perm Achievement. And I honestly forget what we did in the end, at the end of the last episode, but I do know that we only have 7,000 manpower. So we have truces with Great Britain until 1607. And I kind of want to attack over here, but I'm not sure if I should or not. I'm leaning toward either attacking Oryat or Uzbek, or both, eventually. We have Donghai and Yeren, which I assume are going to be over here. I know this is Yemen, right? So these should be somewhat small people. I don't know. Donghai. Oh, goodness, that's way over here, and Yeren's over here. Okay. So this would be a very long trek for the war. Or we can declare on Uzbek. We just to fight Chagatai and Oryat. This is more even in terms of numbers. But it is 14, 11, and 13, and I have 16. So my concern with this is just simply what it's going to do to my manpower pool that I don't have a lot of, but I want to attack somebody, and I can't declare on Cyber because my new ally of Bengal is going to defend them. So that's not what we want at all. If we can get to where we are able to attack Transoxiana, then maybe, but I think it's either Uzbek or Oryat. Oryat would be the lesser... No, they wouldn't. They do have Mongolia, Sengir, and Shu, and that probably... probably would come here and may not be included in this count. I could win the war, it's just whether I would win the war with too much cost. So I think I'm going to hold off on that. We're going to go ahead and pause here and get started. I think I'm going to hold off on that, and I'm going to take a 30 stack and bring it over to Scotland. And help with those rebels that Scotland is facing. So we're gonna do that. Bengal here, I can improve relations with you. I'm hoping that the idle one going to allies will just go automatically. Maybe at the end of the month? Yeah, there we go. Austria, no, there's not going to be any unlawful territory. I ain't giving anything back. I took what I took, and I wanted it. So it's going to stay with me. But I think waiting for a few months, gathering up some manpower reserves, I think is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And eventually we'll bring our troops over. Probably just go ahead and wait through till Great Britain at this point. And then we should be able to run some things through. National unrest or lose 10 prestige. We'll just lose 10 prestige. We can also gather up a navy if we really wanted. We could start to build some of that. And goodbye. That was quick. Now, Anglican zealots in Scotland. Where are they going to pop? What's occupied? Yeah, you have. They occupy one of 15 provinces. What province do they occupy? I don't see a rebel-controlled province. Unless there's one that Scotland owns randomly that's a colony. That's possible, I guess. That's interesting. Okay. Well, where's this going to pop? Ashire and Dumfries. So they're over here, and they're going to pop in Ashire. So walk on over there. Go deal with that, please. So looking ahead, we're definitely going to have to be colonizing out over here, and probably going to have to face off against some natives over here to get all of Canada. You know, get all of the Canada region, and then the Cascadia region over here. We're going to have to face off against these tribes over here to get the Urals, West Siberia, and East Siberia. We're going to have to fight all of them, particularly Oryat, Uzbek, Siber, and Transoxiana for the Urals. Everything else, I believe we have. Just go ahead and check that. We have everything in Russia, and we have everything in Scandinavia. So, what I'm likely to do is we're probably going to have all the land we need minus the colonization, and probably have kind of like roped it off a little bit. And so I think that I'm probably going to just declare the wars I need to do, fight the wars I need to fight, and call it a day. And after that, we'll do this here. Bengal. I need to get Bengal involved in a war somewhere. I'm not really sure how to do that. Can I just please have Transoxiana here? You guys want to get a claim here, no guy? That would be helpful. Would be extremely helpful. If you would just get a claim. What is my religious unity again? Yeah, 111%. Okay. So, as I recall, we're converting Scotland. Or the colony. They would become Anglican. I don't care. It's not a one faith to Orthodox, so we can do that. Trade favors for ducats from the Ottomans. They want 155. Sure. I have 49 favors. I would like to trade favors for trust. Now trust's up to 59. Hopefully we can keep that going for a little bit. Now obviously we could fight Transoxiana if we could get a war goal. This would not be a problem in the slightest. Though, actually, they're stronger than I thought. But Bengal might come in against Delhi. Oh, good. Great Britain. I assume I have a conquest CB. Scotland does. Okay. My plan also is to give Scotland... it's just non-tributary subjects, right? Own or have a subject own. Okay. So I'm going to give Scotland marsh status. And I'm going to demand their trade. And I'm going to give them much of the North Sea. I'm going to give them the North Sea trade region, and I'm going to have the English Channel. And I'm probably going to eventually betray France to try and get some of the English Channel there too. Yeah, go ahead and just walk to that one, please. And the reason for that is that I want the English Channel, but I don't need to integrate Scotland, and I don't need to own the North Sea stuff if they're gonna do that. We can have plenty of influence in the North Sea by just taking it from them. Probably should give them a little bit, at least, of subsidy. Give them 2 subsidy for 400 years. That'll be something, at least, for them to handle. A little bit. And we should also be giving a subsidy to Better Siberia. Goodness, it takes forever for these guys to come back. just forever. So again, giving a two ducat subsidy until they are done colonizing, but they are colonizing. I did see that, so that's at least something there. Great Britain's fighting off with some serious rebels here. Catholic zealots. Okay. No, they are not walking. Okay. I'm trying to make Sagellan decor. Alright. And there we go. And I do think that as soon as we can, we'll get some money saved up. We'll build some of these manufacturers. I think that's a good idea. I do think that. But may not hurt to go ahead and start to annex Ryzen. We're ahead of time in Diplotech. And the idea group that we are doing is admin. We're about to get a lot of money. Good. So yeah, annexing someone else, not a terrible concept. This would take 7 years, total of 734, 8 per month. It's Ryzen or no guy. Do we have the capacity? We have the capacity for that. I'm kind of trying to grab the Russia region in my own self. Probably not a terrible concept. Keeping no guy as the buffer. Because we should be able to... once we get to here, we won't need to worry about no guy being there. Although, how much is no guy? No guy is actually more development. Because if I annex one, then that frees me up to make another vassal. That's one thing I'm thinking about here. Do I have Livonian Order? 1611. Okay. The Archers. So, income from vassals we want. Thank you. Diplo power and Diplo reputation, global trade power, we want that. Thank you. And then land force limit, global settler increase we would like. Thank you. I don't need that one. Do I still need this one? I think we're fine. That one military power is not going to be the end of the world. I'm going to go ahead and increase our Diplo to level 2, as we are now at 9 per month, and we need to make 9 per month in that case. And I'm going to go ahead and annex Ryzen. I think that's okay. My idea here is to largely rely on vassals, or largely rely on allies, if at all possible, but and kind of annex a lot of this great Permian land to myself. It's possible I'll make some client states to where only the land that I need for Great Perm is going to be mine, although that would require the annexation of Scotland eventually, which we certainly can do. With Diplo ideas being here, that's easy to switch in and out of march status. Alright, so we get a chance to seize enemy ships, trade powers I don't think actually does anything, or naval maintenance modifier. I want the chance to capture enemy ships, that's fine. That took a lot of my money, but that's fine. We just won't build a manufactory quite yet. Not the end of the world. No guy continues to refuse to get a CB on the nation I want to attack. Fine, whatever. Whenever we can get Bengal involved in a war, it will be time to move east. But until then, we just kind of sit and wait and build ourselves back up, because that was relatively costly, the last war we were in. Great Britain's only allied to Portugal. I want to attack now! Livonian Order 1611, so we're kind of like stuck anyway around us, so kind of a time of cooling our heels a little bit, which is fine. But I'm going to convert my vassals, try and get their religious unity up. Try and help that out a little bit. Get a drink. There we go. All right, Riggin Separatists at 90%. There will be a fort, so it doesn't matter if they fire. While I'm on my way. That's something that if you leave on the 1st, you probably can make that journey within the month. Looks like I made it within the month anyway, so no tick. Alright, so Austria, the truce is up. In theory, we could declare war on Austria, pull in France. We can't pull in the Ottomans. Oh, they have a truce with Austria. Could pull in the Ottomans if they did not have a truce with Austria. When's your truce up? 1614. They had a lot longer truce. Austria, of course, has very significant force total here, which we could outnumber, but I doubt we could beat. I just distinctly remember Austria defeating my troops at every turn during the League War. So I'm going to go with we can't really beat that. Anglican Zealots in Scotland. So, okay, so our thing here. Austria has declared war on Commonwealth with a restoration of Union casus belli. Because you weren't strong enough already, Austria. Try and take all of the Commonwealth. Okay. Wonder if that will eventually result in a coalition against you. Could. Because there's no way Commonwealth is surviving that. 0 chance. Zero chance of Commonwealth winning that fight. Great Britain continues to struggle with these Catholic zealots. Alright, I can purchase an age ability. Is the age ending? Yeah, it is. 59 months. Nothing there that really speaks to anything. Anything being worth anything. So yeah, we definitely, if we're converting someone, if it's someone that we might annex in the future, we definitely want to make sure we would be converting to Orthodox. But it looks like Scotland is Orthodox, and the colony we're not going to be converting in the future, so we're good on that front. And at some point here soon, we might be able to just go ahead and start 3 colonies, even though we only have the 2 colonists. Start a 3rd colony. Obviously, something that's easy to do. Diplomatic annexation cost minus 15%. Yes, please. And a Diplo rep, which means that we are losing a Diplo power each month. That's fine. Because it looks like we'll be done in 1608. And that sounds lovely. Holland. That was an Austrian ally that we were fighting for Wolgast. And I do like that Prussia is out over here. Alright, so what colony is being built? That one is being built. So we can't get this yet. I don't really care about that. I would rather try to box in my territory from England. So, regions. Looks like I need this one next. So we're going to go ahead and send a colonist there. And I want to say that we're okay. We're okay at the 2 colonies for now. Well, actually, let's do is we'll take this colonist back. And then I'll go backwards, right? And we'll try and take this stuff here. We'll send the colonist in, and we'll just have this backfilling just kind of happening, and the colonist will be on the front foot as long as possible. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. We should probably build a fort somewhere out here, too. This is probably our best spot. We have a church here already. We would need to get 10. Cyber can get past it, but it would stop Oriat, and once we take Cyber, this would be a stopping point from people. Let's go ahead and get that done. I'm not worrying about upgrading to level 4 on all of these forts just yet. Eventually we'll have the money to do something like that, but not just yet. I think at this point we're definitely just waiting for Great Britain, so let's start to get our army in place. And then you guys head for Western territories. So that the boats don't have to carry you as far and you're not going to have as many supply issues. Let's go ahead and free up a diplomat by taking care of one of the ones that was angry at us. We'll lose that. And you're going to get all the way over here. You're going to eventually be picking somebody up. That's what's going to happen. Great Britain is allied to Portugal and no one else, so we won't have that fight to worry about. Newfoundland and the 13 colonies. We could royal marry this country that is a target. Hopefully, my colony can stand up to their colony. If not, that's not going to be the end of the world. We can probably save our colony. But hopefully their, few troops can outlast this. I'm not planning on taking over Great Britain's colonies, but it is at least something to consider. That army probably needs to move from that exact spot, because I'm guessing in winter that'll be attrition. But hopefully I can call France into this war, and they can deal with Portugal. That's certainly my hope. Supply limit 31, that's what I want. And building up a proper navy's not a terrible concept either. I want manufactories... But also, we're on global trade, right? Manufactories is not until 1650. I think building a fleet or two is a better idea. And we'll build light ships. I can afford 80 ducats. We'll build light ships. I know Great Britain's heavy ships are probably going to beat our light ships in battle. That's fine. Rick, what are you doing? Not accepted culture, intolerance. That's at least something. Whatever. Austria forms a union over Commonwealth, so that has happened. Form coalition against. I do not have 50 aggressive expansion. Only 39. Really? Okay. Yeah, they're going to love being a part of our country. They're going to adore it. Or else. Alright, so when exactly in 1607? July. Okay. We can manage. So in this one, we'll probably maybe take one of the territory I'm wanting to take, but probably focus on Scotland's land. But I guess we'll see. So yeah, there is just ever so briefly, in harsh winter, not enough supply here. There is over here. So we're going to move. And Austria is emperor. And our colony is complete over here in Kent. Fantastic. Give me my colonists back, thank you. We'll send the next one down, because we are definitely in Siberia. Although not actually that much. West Siberia, this is all here. This land that we're on border here is actually not in Siberia. But it's all the Oryat border, all the way down, is there. So we'll keep that up. And again, right now, this is just like a boxing maneuver. So we really only need the 2 colonists. Until we can, like, colonize on the other side of the world. Which we have to get, like, all the way across Siberia before we could start that. As I say, like, again. Because that's apparently what my generation does. Own it! Alright, let's move our light ships over. How long until the rest of them are done? That's 1 month. We can wait 1 month. We can wait 1 month and get all of those boats ready. Another 20 light ships. The basic idea here is we're already, our army's already on the Isles, so we don't have to worry about that. So this is just... Oh, Portugal has announced me... Portugal! Portugal. Alright. Britain, Mamluks and Holland, although France does have them as an enemy. Here, Portugal has a rival of... Ooh, Virginia. Alright. It looks like Great Britain might actually be the weaker of the 2, which is stunning. Let's go ahead and rival Great Britain. Our PP is at 69, and we will be declaring war on them. Anyway, so let's get those light ships over to join the rest of the army, or rest of the navy. And my computer is deciding it doesn't want to work. Zoom, please. Please don't crash. Crashing would be bad. Wouldn't be too bad. Ah, there we go. Because with Iron Man, it auto-saves, and it would have auto-saved pretty recently. You just hope that Britain doesn't ally Austria in the meantime. Because that could happen. That's a possibility. And if it does, oh well. Global trade is not present anywhere, but we do have some places where it should be growing, and eventually probably France will offer it to us or something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Navy out in the Irish Sea to try and make sure that we can get in onto Ireland. There was no new place, although that is a larger army than I expected. Because Portugal is huge, 77,000. Goodness. For once, Ulster is actually the stronger and better move. So I think we can get across... No, we can't. This is a... Well, they probably won't challenge us. But just in case. Let's get Northumberland, because that has a fort at least. And France, good luck. You have no leader. Let's get a new leader for you, and let's assign a 2 siege general to you. Assign the 1 siege general to you. And they are trying to fight. Okay. And then good combat and lesser combat. We're going to move you over here. Just try to be able to reinforce. And they are out here in combat. I think we're still winning this Navy fight. It is not easy. In France, are you going to join the fight? Answer no. We lost 10 light ships there, but France now gets to join the fight. And I'm gonna no. France has decided to retreat, so... Okay, we did not get across the sea. That's okay. This is 3 heavies. We may be able to just outnumber them. Not sure. Give me another month, and I'll try it. We shouldn't lose too many. If we lose any at all. Alright. Force march. Get across the sea. We are across the sea. Get yourself back in. Get in here where there's a fort, please, and stay there. Ooh, this is being converted from Orthodox. No, thank you. But I think this is just as good a time as any to end this episode, so I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe down below. All that stuff really, really helps the channel out, and I'll see you next time.